Not sure which server to pick? Worried about missing out? Confused about how to prep or what to do before transferring to a new server? Wondering which items are worth taking with you? No worries, I've got you covered. In this ultimate preparation guide for any server and once human, I'll break it all down step by step so you're ready to make the move like a pro. Let's dive in. Starting with the essentials. Make sure you don't miss out on any deviants you like or might want to use in the future. You never know what you'll need, so I suggest you collect as many as you can while you still have access. It doesn't matter which server you're on. Head to the Season Info and Scenario Features sections to check which deviants are available. Try to catch them all, focusing on your key deviants and getting them to Skill Rating 5 and Activity Rating 5 for maximum power. If farming isn't an option, try trading with other players. It's always worth a shot. Another big thing, open all mystical chests in your current scenario. The blueprints they contain are critical for upgrading your existing blueprints, a big deal in Once Human. If you're in the way of winter scenario, don't skip the puzzles. There are 4 of them, and each rewards you with blueprint fragments. On top of that, make sure to complete all viewpoints. There are 29 in total, and each one grants you 200 starchrome, which will definitely come in handy. Speaking of starchrome, don't forget about stellar planula. This currency carries over to the next season, so collect as much as possible. Complete the Ancient Ones event if you're on Manibus. Finish quests, open all morphic crates, and hunt down hidden crates. Activate rift anchors too. They reward you with even more stellar planula. Before you leave, grab everything useful from Severin, starchrome crates, attachments, mods, mod parts, and controllers. These items transfer with you, so stock up for your future builds. Even if you've farmed attachments on another server, it's worth doing it again here. You can snag up to 60 controllers by gathering attachments from the map. Finishing your quest is also a solid move. It saves you time if you revisit this scenario later. When you replay, you'll unlock simplified mode and can claim rewards without doing everything over again. If specific mods from Prime Wars, Chaos Weavers, Thermal Tower Purification, or high-risk events are crucial to your build, farm them now while you can. Don't forget to upgrade your mods before transferring, saving energy links in the next season. If you're not sure about mods or want to master the system, check out my video where I explain everything you need to know, from finding the best stats to optimizing mod conversion. Also, grab some strong blue mods for armor or melee weapons like the katana if you haven't yet. I've got a guide for the best farming route on the Manibus server. Don't miss it. Now let's talk about seeds. These are another must-have. They're cheap to transfer and might not be available on your next server. Stock up so you're ready for tougher survival conditions. Completing seasonal goals is also worth it. Earn Mitsuko marks and extra starchrome to set yourself up for success. Gather key calibrations for your current build and any weapons you're eyeing for the future. Weekly tasks like warband donations on PvP servers, moving house, and 3 daily public crisis events are great for farming controllers. Finishing Journey is another gold mine for starchrome and controllers. Don't skip it. If your build is solid, consider transferring any leftover controllers. They only cost 20 material points each. Don't forget to buy controllers from Severin and Nisa too. You can snag up to 40. Complete commissions to farm even more controllers. They're a huge help. If you haven't unlocked all the cooking recipes yet, now's the time. Each server has unique recipes, so finish them while you can. The Wish Machine in the Make-A-Wish section is another goldmine. Buy all the banners except Echoes from the Rift since they replenish every time you complete it. These banners might come in handy for blueprint conversions or new builds later on. If you want tips on upgrading legendary blueprints to 6 stars, I've got a guide on that too. Fishing for Northern Pike is a great prep step. Use the fragments to upgrade other Huntsman blueprints. While you're at it, grab the advanced fishing rod and bait recipes from Marjorie. If you've completed the battle pass, save any loot crates for the next scenario. These crates have transferred in the past, so it's likely they'll transfer again. Prep your tools, make sure you have a drill, chainsaw, mining food, and maybe pickaxes to save material points. Still need to finish the Team Up and Partyverse event? Do it now, they're available until November 30th. For the H37 Unstable Vessel event, claim your cultivation essences but don't spend them. They carry over. If you're not interested in the Nutcracker Deviant, save your resources for future event rewards. Sproutlets are another great resource. Gather as many as you can for an early game advantage on the new server. The Highway Pursuit event is an easy way to farm them, especially with friends. And if you care about cosmetics, grab the motorcycle skin from Nissa. It might not be available later. Optimize your build by focusing on anything that impacts your performance. If you haven't already, check out my Ultimate PvE guide. It's packed with tips to help you maximize your damage potential. I'll walk you through, step by step, how to boost not only your own damage but also your Deviant's damage, cranking it up by as much as 6 times. Sounds wild, right? Trust me, it works. Also, if you're in the final stage of your server, don't forget to grab those starchrome crates. They're super handy and can make a huge difference. While you're at it, make sure you've collected all the rewards for each server phase before transferring. Every little bit counts, and you definitely don't want to leave anything behind. For more casual prep, collect Deviant decorations from hidden chests, catch shiny pets for your collection, and enjoy some relaxing fishing. Take some screenshots as souvenirs, gather unique furniture, and blueprint a cool base for easy setup in the new scenario. Finally, get to know the people you'll be playing with on the next server. Friends make everything better. Organize your inventory in Eternal Land to avoid clutter. For hardcore grinders, stock up on energy drinks, prep food, and get some rest before diving in. Let your loved ones know you'll be off the grid for a while. It's always good to warn them before disappearing into the grind. That's it for how to prepare for the next season. Now let's dive into picking the right server for you. I'll break down the key differences, but if I miss anything, drop it in the comments. If you think I nailed it, smash that like button. Thanks for the support. Starting with the basics, if you've just wrapped up a scenario and haven't tried the others, the choice is simple. You'll probably want to play a scenario you haven't experienced yet. Each one offers unique weapon attachments, deviants, blueprints, pets, cooking recipes, and content. It's a no-brainer to go for a server where you've missed something or where you're starting fresh, especially if you want to collect everything. For example, if you just started Way of Winter but want the Lone Wolf's Whisper Deviant, you'll need to jump into Manibus. The same logic applies to cooking recipes, or crucial blueprints you can only get in other scenarios. If you're into PvP, the only option is Prismverse Clash. This scenario has improved since its release, with some balancing tweaks, but it's still up to your preference, PvE or PvP. I can't personally vouch for the PvP balancing since I've heard mixed reviews. Unfortunately, desync lag and cheaters are still an issue due to the free-to-play nature of the game, which attracts that crowd. For PvE players who've already tried both servers, the main differences come down to how friendly the world feels, how quickly you can farm mods, the starchrome rewards, and which content you prefer. Starting with world friendliness, Manibus is the easier option since there are no harsh weather conditions. However, on hard Manibus servers, hunger and thirst progress twice as fast compared to Way of Winter, so it's about whether you prefer managing extreme weather or increased food needs. Personally, I like Way of Winter. Prepping for the cold and heat is a one-time deal and only takes about an hour. I even have a quick guide on my channel showing how to do it in 5 minutes. Plus, I think the Way of Winter landscapes are more immersive, but that's just my take. When it comes to farming mods, Manibus takes the lead. You can farm silos about 30% faster, which speeds up progression. But if you don't have many controllers, this can backfire, as you'll run out quickly and end up bored farming dungeons with no drops. Farming specific mods, like resonance or weapon-specific mods, is also simpler on Manibus. Prime Wars and high-risk events are quicker and easier compared to Chaos Weavers and Tower Purifications. As for starchrome, both servers are nearly equal in daily gain, but server duration matters. Manibus servers last longer than Way of Winter, which I see as a downside. I prefer starting fresh sooner, especially if there's news about a new scenario dropping soon. I have a feeling we might hear something soon. Faster server endings also let you jump into a new scenario quicker, which is great for keeping the game exciting. Regarding challenges, I find Way of Winter more engaging. silos, and monoliths are more balanced and visually appealing compared to Manibus. On Manibus, you can skip most enemies, killing only 1 or 2 elites per silo. In Way of Winter, the PvE feels more substantial. You're actively playing instead of rushing past everything. The boss fights are also better, especially the Secret Servitor, which is a standout experience, even if the flying mechanics can be annoying. In open-world content, Manibus excels with Prime Wars and the ability to teleport directly to boss fights. Seeing active fights on the map was a great addition I miss in Way of Winter. Event rewards are slightly better on Manibus thanks to high-risk events, which offer improved loot. Unfortunately, I couldn't fully experience thermal tower purification, as I mostly play solo, and my tower bugged mid-season. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed that feature. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Base building is easier in Way of Winter. You have multiple spots with oil, acid, and water in one location, plus towers can assist with gathering. On Manibus, you're limited to 1 or 2 resources per location, and securing prime spots in places like Blackfell oil fields during Stage 2 can be a nightmare. Even if you're online, the competition is fierce. One feature I miss from Manibus is the efficient furniture and blue mod farming route. You can check my channel for a guide if you're interested. If you're planning to join me on my next server, hop into my Discord and help me decide where we're heading. It's not fully organized yet, but I'll work on it this week. For now, you'll find just basic channels. Now let's talk about essential items to carry into your next scenario and their material point costs. First off, don't bother taking your weapon unless it's a fully maxed 6-star with the best calibration. It costs 11,000 material points, which is a massive chunk. The electric drill is 2,000 points, while the advanced drill costs 2,500. The logging chainsaw is 1,500 points, and the advanced version is 2,000. Canned seafood and oil costs 200 points, and each controller is 20. Eclipse Cortexes, Tier 3, are 90 points each, Deviants are 400, Calibrations are 1,000, and Pets are 300. Stardust Source is a steal at just 2 points per unit. For groups, consider splitting the cost of transporting Cortexes. With 8 people, everyone can bring 5 and do purifications multiple times since Cortexes can't be dropped. Assigning tasks can also save points. For example, one person takes a chainsaw to gather wood for the group, saving each member 2,000 points. If you plan to take a lot of deviants or an upgraded weapon, you might save points by opting for a pickaxe instead of a drill. Here's my plan. I'll bring a non-advanced drill and a basic chainsaw to save 1,000 points, costing me 3,500 points in total. For deviants, I'll take Shattered Maiden, Lone Wolf's Whisper, Festering Gel, Xeno Purifier, Enchanting Void, Snapshot, Chephosaurus Rex, Lethal Rabbit, Rebecca, Extra Dimensional Cat, and utility deviants like Space Tuner, Dreamcatcher, and Harvestseed. That's 13 deviants for 5,200 points. I'll also take 50 seeds, mostly wheat and pumpkin, for 500 points, bringing my total to 9,200. This leaves me 10,800 points for controllers, calibrations, pets, materials, or additional deviants. Always save some points for unexpected needs. Alright, that's a wrap. If you're enjoying the content and want to stay in the loop with the latest tips, tricks, and updates for Once Human, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Got some ideas, feedback, or just want to share your thoughts? Drop a comment below. I'm always checking them out. Huge thanks for all the support, whether you're liking the vids, subscribing, or just chilling and watching. It really means a lot and it keeps me going to bring even more content. Stay sharp out there, and I'll see you in the next one.